The world's wealthiest individuals have turned underground bunkers into full-scale competitions for ultimate survival architecture. Each of these hidden compounds is a declaration of control, secrecy, and most importantly, survival. From fortified mountains to buried luxury, stick around till the end because these bunkers will completely change how you think about survival. And maybe, just maybe, they know something the rest of us do not know yet. 6. Mark Zuckerberg's Hawaiian underground stronghold. On the lush island of Kauai, where emerald cliffs meet the Pacific and the trade winds carry a serene hush, one of the most secretive billionaire bunkers on Earth is said to lie hidden not in plain sight, but beneath it. The estate belongs to Mark Zuckerberg, the co-founder of Facebook, and while much about the property remains private, what has emerged in public reporting paints the picture of a retreat designed for luxury and resilience. The scale of the estate is difficult to grasp. Spanning hundreds of acres, the compound spreads across multiple parcels, each seamlessly integrated into the rugged Hawaiian terrain. Above ground, there are luxury homes, pools, manicured gardens, and private paths that wind like veins through the landscape. Yet much of its character lies beneath the surface. Reportedly, a 5,000-square-foot underground shelter sits hidden below the earth, connected to the homes by concealed tunnels. Constructed with reinforced concrete and blast-resistant doors, the bunker is said to be capable of functioning independently for extended periods, with its own power, water, and air systems, a private world within a world. Inside, though precise details remain private, the underground space likely blends comfort with resilience. Lounge areas, sleeping quarters, and food storage are rumored to coexist with emergency systems and communication hubs, creating a space that could sustain life through natural disasters, civil unrest, or other crises. It is not invulnerable. Reports stress that no structure, no matter how fortified, is impervious to every conceivable threat, yet it represents one of the most sophisticated personal survival setups anywhere in the world. Above ground, the estate is astonishingly livable. Pools, gyms, and guest cottages sit quietly amidst the natural splendor, offering the kind of calm luxury one associates with Hawaii. Yet every detail of the surface estate complements the hidden shelter below. The design does not scream wealth or flaunt extravagance, it assumes it. It whispers control, readiness, and discretion, the rare kind of privacy that only the world's most powerful can secure. What makes this property remarkable is how it balances isolation with life. Here, luxury coexists with caution. Comfort sits alongside contingency. Every pathway, every hidden corridor, every reinforced wall contributes to a singular idea. Survival is not only about hiding, but about doing so without surrendering luxury. The estate is a philosophy rendered in architecture, engineering, and landscape, a testament to the lengths the ultra-wealthy will go to preserve autonomy in a world that increasingly feels unstable. In the global landscape of billionaire survival strategies, Zuckerberg's Kauai stronghold is a masterclass in subtlety. It demonstrates that ultimate preparedness does not need spectacle. It is not measured by flash or fame, but by how completely it can disappear while still holding everything that matters inside. Yet even with all its isolation, sophistication, and quiet dominance, it is only the first step in a story that spans continents and philosophies. Some bunkers rely on nature, some rely on intelligence, and the next one in our journey relies on something far more calculating, a mind embedded in the very walls of its shelter. But while this bunker disappears into nature, the next one is built to outthink it. 5. Larry Hall's Doomsday Luxury Fortress. In the rolling plains of Kansas, a seemingly ordinary stretch of land hides a secret that most people could only imagine in movies or dystopian novels. In 2008, entrepreneur Larry Hall, a self-confessed doomsday prepper, purchased this site with a vision unlike any other. His goal wasn't just to build a bunker, it was to create a fully self-sustaining luxury condo, capable of surviving the end of the world, and to do it in a way that could comfortably house 75 residents for over 5 years. Larry Hall's background is unusual. While many preppers focus solely on survival, Hall combines extreme preparedness with a flair for comfort. He envisioned a place where people could weather global catastrophes, whether nuclear fallout, pandemics, or societal collapse, without sacrificing the standards of modern living. And over the years, he has meticulously transformed his Kansas property into just that, a fortified sanctuary that feels more like a high-end condo than a survival shelter. The facility itself is massive, a subterranean labyrinth of living spaces and storage areas, all designed with precision engineering. Hall spared no expense. Inside, private living quarters offer residents comfort and privacy, complete with bedrooms, bathrooms, and communal living spaces that encourage social interaction and a sense of normalcy. Despite the bunker's purpose as a survival shelter, the aesthetic is far from austere. Polished floors, modern furnishings, and even decorative touches make it feel more like an upscale residential complex than a doomsday hideout. Storage and sustainability are at the heart of Hall's design. The bunker contains enough food, water, and medical supplies to support its residents for more than 5 years. Renewable energy systems, including backup generators and climate control technology, ensure that life underground can continue indefinitely, even if the world above collapses. Hall has thought of everything, from air filtration systems capable of withstanding chemical or biological threats to agricultural spaces for growing fresh produce in isolation. Every detail reflects a philosophy that survival doesn't have to mean sacrificing comfort. Hall's Kansas condo is part of a growing movement among wealthy preppers. Unlike survivalists who build remote cabins or stockpile supplies in secret, Hall's approach blends luxury and security. For those who can afford it, doomsday prepping has become not just about survival, but about exclusivity. The idea is that if society collapses, there will be places for the elite to continue life relatively unscathed, and Hall's property is a prime example. This has made him a somewhat controversial figure, praised by those who admire his foresight, but also criticized for highlighting the inequalities in who can afford true survival. Yet beyond the luxury, Hall's work represents a remarkable feat of engineering and planning. 4. Peter Thiel, the ultimate lifeboat. Far from the frenzy of Silicon Valley, in the remote hills of New Zealand's North Island, Peter Thiel's estate sits like a quiet sentinel, an understated statement of foresight and discretion. Thousands of miles from the world's centers of power, it is a place where distance itself becomes security, where isolation is not a drawback but a strategic advantage. Journalists and analysts have dubbed it a lifeboat, a term that evokes more than luxury. It hints at survival, self-sufficiency, and the rare kind of control money can buy. Reports suggest the property stretches across rolling farmland and ridges, punctuated by patches of native forest. Long, winding roads and steep access points ensure that only those explicitly invited can reach the estate. From the outside, it could pass as a serene countryside retreat, but every feature, the topography, the controlled access, and the careful placement of buildings signal intentional privacy and resilience. Here, Thiel is not simply acquiring a home, he is staking a claim to a corner of the world that could serve as a refuge if the unexpected arrives. Architectural filings paint a picture of ambition and precision. The plans reveal a luxury lodge and residence designed with guest accommodations, meditation pods, water features, and expansive living spaces. It is a home that prioritizes comfort, aesthetics, and discretion, with every element carefully designed to blend with the natural environment. While there is no confirmed underground bunker, the sheer remoteness and meticulous planning give it the qualities one would associate with a survival retreat, a property that could sustain life away from danger and disruption. The nickname Lifeboat is more than a metaphor. Like an emergency vessel at sea, this estate is conceived as a self-contained retreat. Its location, private access, and natural resources, water, arable land, and forests, suggest a space capable of functioning independently of surrounding infrastructure. In theory, it could serve as a safe haven for a select few, shielding them from political unrest, social upheaval, or global crises. Even without walls of steel or subterranean fortifications, the estate embodies the same principle that drives luxury bunkers worldwide: security through isolation and preparation. Even the surrounding terrain is part of the security equation. The hills, forests, and natural barriers provide not only privacy but also protection, ensuring the property remains largely invisible to casual observers. Every access point can be monitored, every approach anticipated. Thiel's lifeboat is less about walls or gates and more about control embedded in geography itself. All of these were reportedly proposed by the billionaire for his New Zealand property. But reports say most were rejected outright over environmental concerns. In the context of billionaire retreats, this estate is an idea realized in land, design, and foresight. Unlike Gates's technology-laden estate or Zuckerberg's partially subterranean compound, Thiel's New Zealand property is about autonomy and distance. A quiet assertion that the ultimate survival strategy may be choosing the right place to exist, far from the chaos of the world. Thiel's underground retreat might shelter him from a climate catastrophe or global unrest, but even the smartest Silicon Valley bunker is built for isolation and survival, not display. Far from the quiet hills of New Zealand, power takes a very different shape. nowhere more dramatically than the cliffs overlooking the Black Sea. 3. Vladimir Putin, Black Sea Fortress. Far from the quiet isolation of Peter Thiel's New Zealand Lifeboat, where survival is personal and discreet, power takes a far more dramatic form. Perched on a rugged cliff along Russia's Black Sea coastline, a sprawling estate looms like a secretive sentinel. Known in investigative circles as Putin's Black Sea Palace, this property stretches across more than 190,000 square feet of lavish construction, reportedly costing over $1.3 billion. On the surface, it is a billionaire's dream. A private church with gilded domes, a casino, a heliport, an ice hockey rink, and entertainment halls that would rival the finest hotels. It is a fortress of leisure, decadence, and conspicuous wealth, yet the real story lies beneath. Surrounding the estate are vast stretches of forest, private beaches, and steep cliffs that create natural barriers from prying eyes. The grounds are meticulously guarded by elite security personnel, and a no-fly and no-boat zone around the property effectively extends its security apparatus into the surrounding sea and land. From above, it looks like a miniature state carved into the coastline, a place separated from the ordinary world not just by wealth, but by design and intent. Yet beneath this surface of luxury lies the element that has captured global curiosity. A network of underground tunnels and fortified chambers, concealed roughly 50 meters below the estate. Leaked architectural plans, first posted online by a construction firm and later removed from the web, reveal 2 primary tunnels, reinforced with thick concrete, connected to the main palace by elevators and access shafts. These tunnels are designed with ventilation, electricity, sewage, and fresh water systems, essentially allowing a self-sustained community to exist below ground. One tunnel reportedly stretches along the cliffside, with an exit potentially leading directly to the Black Sea, a discreet evacuation route should the surface become unsafe. Engineers analyzing the leaked diagrams note that the tunnels are approximately 6 meters wide, with ceilings high enough to accommodate living quarters, operational rooms, and secure communications hubs. This subterranean network, spanning more than 6,000 square feet, could, in theory, support life for weeks if necessary, insulated from threats above. The estate's architectural ambition is matched by its strategic placement. The surrounding terrain, hills, forests, and cliffs are not merely aesthetic. Each natural feature acts as a layer of privacy and protection, creating a controlled environment where every approach can be monitored and anticipated. The palace may project power and luxury above ground, but below, it embodies preparedness, isolation, and resilience. Even the above-ground amenities serve multiple purposes. Helipads, docks, and long private driveways are both symbols of wealth and functional infrastructure, allowing occupants to arrive and depart without reliance on public access. Luxury is blended with utility, signaling a philosophy shared by many of the world's elite. Survival, when required, should be comfortable, efficient, and private. Reports note that the estate is part palace, part fortress, and part self-contained retreat, designed to function independently of the outside world. Even the materials, reinforced concrete, thick steel reinforcements, and concealed access points hint at durability against natural disasters or man-made threats, although they are unlikely to withstand direct military strikes. Ownership of the estate remains officially denied by the Kremlin, which attributes the property to an anonymous billionaire ally. Yet the detailed blueprints, the extraordinary construction, and the layers of secrecy leave little doubt among journalists and analysts. This is a residence built to secure, protect, and isolate, not just entertain. Here, luxury and survival intersect in a way rarely seen outside fiction. The palace speaks to a philosophy of preparation, space, security, and foresight matter more than visibility or spectacle. Every stone, every hallway, every underground corridor has been conceived with the same principle in mind, ensuring that, should the outside world spiral into chaos, life inside can continue uninterrupted. While the Black Sea Fortress rises above waves and cliffs, its tunnels and chambers a testament to secrecy and control. Not all billionaires seek isolation or fortification above all else. Some are less concerned with coastal retreats or political power, and more obsessed with engineering, design, and technological mastery. Deep in California, in the rolling hills of Woodside, one billionaire has transformed tradition into ambition, building an underground world where luxury, culture, and innovation coexist, and where the very earth itself has been shaped to reflect wealth on a different, almost unimaginable scale. 2. Larry Ellison, the Woodside Underground Empire. Far from the jagged cliffs of the Black Sea and the secrecy of Putin's fortress, another billionaire has taken a radically different approach to preparation. Larry Ellison, co-founder of Oracle and one of the most prolific collectors of real estate in the world, has transformed his Woodside, California, estate into a sprawling, almost mythical domain. A marriage of architecture, landscape mastery, and hidden engineering that quietly suggests life beyond the surface. The estate shelter sprawls across 23 densely wooded acres, but walking through it is like stepping into a world that exists independently of time. Cherry trees line hidden pathways, their branches arching overhead to form natural corridors of sunlight and shadow. Koi ponds ripple beneath stone bridges, catching the light just so, and the scent of pine and flowering shrubs carries across terraced gardens that rise and fall in subtle waves. It is beauty designed not to flaunt, but to command attention through quiet mastery. The architectural inspiration is unmistakable. Ellison modeled the estate on 16th-century Japanese imperial palaces, with authentic tea houses, wooden joinery without nails, and carefully framed vistas that encourage both reflection and contemplation. Every structure relates to the landscape, a deliberate dance of art and environment that stretches beyond simple luxury. It is reported that the estate took nearly a decade to complete, with costs reportedly in the hundreds of millions of dollars. A price tag that speaks not only to scale, but to the level of painstaking craftsmanship involved. At the heart of the property lies a 2.3-acre man-made lake, its surface reflecting the surrounding trees and sky with such perfection that it almost seems natural. Stone terraces, winding streams, and gentle slopes frame the water, yet conceal something more profound: the estate's hidden infrastructure. Architectural accounts suggest miles of underground utilities, service tunnels, and discrete mechanical spaces that quietly support life above without ever intruding on its aesthetics. Some experts speculate that these tunnels could serve as protected sanctuaries in extreme situations, though Ellison has never publicly confirmed such uses. Walking the grounds, one might notice how everything seems curated to encourage both tranquility and movement. Pathways meander between pavilions and gardens, connecting meditation spaces with recreational areas. Pools reflect the sky with mirror-like clarity. Terraces frame sweeping vistas, and koi swim lazily in ponds that are carefully positioned to conceal mechanical systems below. Even as guests marvel at the serene beauty, there's a subtle awareness that the estate's design prioritizes self-sufficiency, security, and longevity, hallmarks of preparation woven seamlessly into luxury. Ellison's residence itself, a roughly 8,000-square-foot main house, blends traditional Japanese aesthetics with California modernity. Guest cottages and auxiliary structures sit at careful distances, connected by meandering walkways and hidden corridors. The estate is fortified against the unpredictable. Built without nails using traditional joinery, it is resilient to earthquakes, demonstrating that engineering and elegance can coexist seamlessly. Beneath the surface, underground garages, service tunnels, and concealed utility networks create a sense of covert infrastructure, suggesting that the estate is not merely a luxurious retreat, but a place designed to sustain life independently, if necessary. Security here is discreet, yet omnipresent. Long private driveways, secluded gardens, and multiple controlled entry points ensure the estate feels secluded without resorting to overt barriers. While guests stroll through shaded gardens or relax near the reflective lake, they move within a space that could, in theory, function autonomously for extended periods, shielded from external disturbances. And yet, the estate is far from austere. Luxury is embedded everywhere: pools that mimic natural ponds, terraces that invite reflection, and pavilions that offer comfort without ostentation. Even the hidden elements, tunnels, utilities, and structural reinforcements are woven into the narrative of elegance, never appearing overtly defensive but always ready for contingencies. It is a property that whispers of autonomy and foresight, a place where beauty and security are not opposites, but complementary facets of a single vision. In Woodside, Ellison demonstrates that preparation can be graceful, survival can be sophisticated, and infrastructure can be hidden in plain sight. Above ground, the estate is breathtaking. Below, it is quietly formidable. Here, luxury and autonomy coexist, hinting at a philosophy where life can continue uninterrupted, no matter what the world beyond the trees may bring. Ellison's estate shows how luxury, autonomy, and hidden resilience can coexist above and below ground. But if Woodside hints at what preparation can look like on a private scale, the next structure takes us deeper still, into the heart of the Alps, where secret megastructures carved into the mountains transform refuge into an art form few could imagine. What goes on inside these megabunkers is a world few will ever see, and even fewer will ever live. 1. The Alps, ultra-high security global megabunkers. If Ellison's Woodside estate is a masterclass in hidden luxury and subtle autonomy, the megabunkers hidden deep in the Swiss and European Alps redefine preparation entirely. These are not single-family retreats or sprawling estates. They are private underground fortresses, designed to survive events most of us cannot even imagine. Carved into mountainsides, shielded by thousands of feet of reinforced rock, and monitored by layers of intelligence-grade security, these bunkers are the ultimate declaration of power. The world may change, but life inside goes on. Access is almost unthinkable. Many are hidden behind facades that appear as innocuous alpine chalets, ski lodges, or even empty mountain slopes. Only those with the proper clearance and a network of insiders know the labyrinthine entrances that descend into steel-reinforced corridors, high-tech airlocks, and subterranean chambers. Some facilities are reported to extend for hundreds of meters underground, built to withstand nuclear blasts, earthquakes, chemical attacks, and prolonged isolation from the outside world. Inside, the scale is reportedly breathtaking. Entire floors are devoted to living quarters for dozens of residents, each private room featuring independent climate control, communication links, and emergency sustenance supplies. Industrial-sized kitchens and hydroponic farms promise fresh food for months or even years. Some bunkers contain medical wings, laboratories, secure data centers, and armories, transforming them from simple shelters into self-contained, functioning micro-cities. Luxury, of course, is never sacrificed. Underground pools, gyms, cinemas, and even spa facilities allow the ultra-wealthy to maintain comfort, entertainment, and a sense of normalcy while the world above may be in chaos. Some bunkers are designed to operate entirely off-grid, with independent power generation, water purification systems, and renewable energy sources, ensuring that residents remain entirely insulated from external crises. The technology woven into these subterranean worlds can even simulate daylight, regulate circadian rhythms, and maintain temperature and humidity at perfect levels. A nod to the fact that survival, for the super rich, is also about maintaining a lifestyle. These bunkers are not just about survival, they are about continuity of influence. In the event of geopolitical upheaval, pandemics, or environmental collapse, the individuals inside can continue to communicate, invest, and govern their empires without disruption. Some reports suggest that a network of bunkers across Europe is interconnected, allowing key players to move discreetly between locations, maintain redundancy in critical systems, and ensure that wealth and power remain uninterrupted. The secrecy surrounding these facilities is legendary. Few photographs exist, and most details come from anonymous contractors or investigative journalists piecing together flight paths, construction permits, and satellite imagery. Unlike the estates of Zuckerberg or Ellison, these bunkers are designed to be invisible, to erase themselves from public knowledge entirely. Even locals may live their entire lives without suspecting that the mountains they hike or slopes they ski conceal millions of dollars worth of subterranean engineering. And yet, despite all this preparation, these megabunkers also carry a subtle human element. They reflect the anxieties, ambitions, and obsessions of those who can afford them. They are architectural testaments to a world in which wealth becomes the ultimate insurance policy, where survival is curated, controlled, and optimized. Luxury, security, and exclusivity converge here, demonstrating a philosophy where life can continue, untouched by the chaos above. A private world, underground, meticulously engineered to endure. And there you have it, 7 of the most interesting billionaire bunkers in the world. Which of these fortresses surprised you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and for more inside looks at how the ultra-wealthy live, explore our channel for more astonishing stories.